What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and just a couple of minutes ago, we just cashed the 10x entry right here on this YouTube channel, completely free. I gave this one out yesterday, and yeah, we are now on a 32-6 run on this channel over the past 2.5 weeks. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for that. We have been absolutely crushing it, you guys. And again, leave a comment if you guys did cash this 10x entry with me down below. We took Jimmy Butler over PRA, absolutely smashed it in the third quarter. We took UFL yesterday, and I told you guys, and honestly, I don't know why I didn't catch on to this sooner, because UFL is the same thing as NFL and college football. Like, football is football. I told you guys this, and we absolutely crushed NFL and college football. If you guys were with me through the months of October, November, December, January, you guys know that we absolutely destroyed, especially college football. And I took the unders here. They go under together because Luis Perez did not have as good of a game as they thought. He only gets 150 yards, so his number 2 receiver only gets 6 of those yards, right? So he had a bad game. And then Shindy right here gets 20 assists, so a very close line here. But I did think that this was too high. I checked this about 3 hours after I sent the video out, and I didn't see any bumps. Although later in the day, about, when I was going to bed, I did see him bump all the way down to 19. So hopefully you guys got this in without bumps. If you did, that is very, very tragic, and I'm sorry about that. But these League of Legends lines, they do normally last for a couple of hours at least. So if you're worried about that, again, one thing you could do is turn on post notifications, for example. But I know a lot of you guys did get this in, and I sent it out to my VIP members right away. But yeah, leave a comment if you guys did cash this here. And overnight, we cashed this one right here for an 8.5x. So back-to-back two-man entries, starting off May very, very strong. I almost said March, but we are in May now, you guys, 3 days into May, and go up. I don't even know what we went up. I think we probably went up like 15 units, because that's normally what we go up in a day when we do hit two four-man entries. And then right here, if I can direct your attention to the right side of the screen now, we could have easily, I am telling you guys, easily went 3 4-mans in a row. You guys see right here, Pred, he gets 27 kills when he needed 28 kills pretty much. He misses one easy kill, you guys. It was a guy running into him. He could get an easy kill, completely whiffs, and this is the best player on the team. It's not like he's some bum. Best player on the team whiffs this easy kill, and then the game ends. And yeah, that's a heartbreaker there, but I am obviously very happy with how yesterday went. We had some, obviously losses as well. You guys can see this is kind of a nice slip to look at here, because I have League of Legends correlation. If you guys don't know how the correlation works, they normally go over together or under together. So just like in the UFL, these guys are going to go over together if their team is doing better, and they're going to go under together if their team is doing worse. So I thought this team was not going to win. They do end up winning, and these guys go way over their lines right here. Call of Duty has actually been very good for us. Obviously, we missed by 0.5 here, but not much you can do about that, like I said. And League of Legends also here, this is obviously a miss, but it is correlated and kind of going along with that correlation, like I said. And we are set up also with this one here. So just a two-man setup, nothing crazy. But I did take Robo, and I kind of doubled down on this LLL game to go under and stuff like that. And this guy does end up with 12 assists. And then we are set up going into today. So a couple of graphics to show you guys. I've been showing this graphic pretty much all week. But I think we are 13-5 on this channel. And again, those 13 wins are two-man entries. And then obviously yesterday's play was a four-man entry if you took it as a four-man entry. And I wanted to add everything up, right? Because I like to count units. I always like to track everything. So this is 18 videos that you guys see here in this graphic. A lot of stuff going on, but you guys see all the check marks that we've been hitting. And last 18 videos, we have hit 12 three-man entries. 12 two-man entries. So that means they are 3x hits, right? So that means every entry that we hit, we get 3x our money, which means we go up 2 units, right? We spend a unit on it, and then we 3x our money, so then we go up 2 units. So that is 24 units that we've gone up those two-man entries. And then one 10x hit, obviously, so we go up 9 units, which was yesterday's entry. And then we had 5 misses, right? As you guys can see, these check marks, 5 misses throughout the videos, which is obviously completely fine. You're going to miss in betting. You're going to especially miss in these two-mans. So 28 units for the free plays on this free channel right here, over 18 videos, okay? So again, with the VIP, normally you're going to get 8, 9, 10 entries just like this every single day, and that is why we have been so profitable over the long term. I just updated how April went. I told you guys yesterday that April was our worst month ever, our first losing month ever over the span of 11 or 12 months. So I can actually jump into the actual spreadsheet where I get these numbers, and this is every single entry that I've taken so far in 2025. You guys can see it goes all the way up to January here, and this is every single entry I've taken over 2025. This is what the graph looks like here. We're up 125, 127 units so far in 2025. So that puts us on pace for, I've been saying it, about a 350 to 400 unit year. And that is on top of that having two of our worst months ever. Okay. January was not a great month for us. We only go up 18 units. I personally like to go up anywhere between 40 to 60 units every single month. That is my personal standard. February, we go up 93 units in February. And then March, even kind of a down month for March. Like I said, I like to average around that 50 range. April, absolutely horrible month. I mean, it wasn't like horrible, but we do go down 30 units. So that sucks, right? We had a bad April. I've been very transparent about that all through April. And, even though you're a profitable bettor, right? I kind of relate it to poker, right? Even if you're the best poker player in the world, you're going to sometimes have bad hands. You're going to sometimes have bad weeks, bad stretches, right? But it's what you can do over a long span of time. And in May, we are already up 14 units, you guys. I will show you guys the past, day or whatever, 15 units over the past day. And then in May, like I said, we are up in May so far. We are up 14 units so far in May. This is pretty much what we did in 2024. We went up close to 400, 500 units, 600 units in 2024 because, this actually is kind of where it stops in 2024. So about, I would say maybe like 450 units in 2024. And like I said, we're on pace this year for about 350 to 400 units with some of our worst months ever so far. And that's not even considering we haven't even got into college football season, NFL season, and all that, which is obviously going to come through later in the year. And that is statistically our best sports, along with League of Legends and actually Call of Duty, right? So again, leave a like, comment if you guys did cash yesterday. I'm very big for that on the channel. I actually haven't cashed a 4-man entry on this channel since, I believe, the Super Bowl. And that's mainly because I haven't been sending out 4-man entries. I was doing that a lot more with NFL season. But obviously, we have UFL now to take advantage of. And like I said, I don't know why I wasn't taking advantage of UFL because it's just football, right? Football is football. And that is, again, our best sport. So if you guys do want to get into the VIP, okay, so listen closely. If you guys want to get into the VIP, you guys can text me a number of words. All it'll be is signing up for an app. If you do not have the app, I really recommend signing up for it. All you guys have to do is sign up with the app using my code. I'm sure you guys have signed up for PrizePicks before, obviously, maybe like an Underdog Fantasy or something with a code. And that is all you guys have to do to get 1 to 2 free months of my VIP. So there's a lot of apps down in the description you guys can look through. The number one app I'm going to recommend is Bovada because you guys can get 2 months free of my VIP. Just text me the word Bovada here. It is as easy as that. And once you do that, I will get you guys the instructions on how to sign up for Bovada, how to take advantage of this promo, and then you guys will just put some money into Bovada, take a dollar or more bet, and then once you do that, send me a screenshot of proof that you did that, and I will get you guys into the VIP. Obviously, if you guys do look in the description, there's a number of other apps. There's Chalkboard, there's Better, there's Sleeper, there's there's ProfitX, and then there is also Novig, and Novig is actually available in Arizona. So I know I get a lot of questions about Arizona people. They're just if you're an Arizona person, you can actually sign up for Novig, and that is available in Arizona. I believe Chalkboard is too, but I haven't gotten too many Chalkboard signups from Arizona people, mostly Novig. So yeah, let's get into the entry of the day. Really like this one here. We do have Russell Westbrook, and then we have Impact to go under assists. Again, this is a prime example of why we've been 13-5 over the past 18 videos, gone up 28 units over the past 18 videos. We've been taking entries just like this. I feel like I've really been honed in on these NBA playoffs. And I've really been liking these NBA playoffs, betting on them, because once you get to game 5, game 6 in the series, you have a lot of data to work with, okay? Let me talk about Impact first. This is too high for a top laner. His line is the same as his mid laner, okay? So if you guys, you kind of got to know a little bit about League of Legends, but the people who get assists are normally going to be the support and the jungler, and then the mid laner, okay? The top laner and the bot laner rarely get assists, especially the top laner, probably the least amount of assists through all of the roles, because they rarely group with their team. They're normally off doing their own thing, and I just straight up think this is too high. I think this should be around 12.5. I believe he's averaging around 6 to 7 assists, so it's nothing like crazy. It's no crazy discrepancy or anything, but I do think this should be around 12.5 to 3 assists, and would not be surprised if this does bump later in the day. And then we got Russell Westbrook over 10 field goals attempts, and I really like this line. Let me get into why I like this line, okay? It's very similar to why I like Jimmy Butler's line, okay? If we look over the past 5 games, this is all of the games he has played so far in the series. Now, they've played 6 games, but he was injured, so he gets injured in this game here. He only plays 8 minutes, and then he gets injured and does not play the next game, okay? So every single game in the series where he does not get injured, similar to Jimmy Butler, and by the way, Jimmy Butler went over by 10 on his PRA. Similar to Jimmy Butler, he has hit this line or just pushed this line. line, right? As we see in this last game he's played. So he gets 34 minutes, 23 minutes, 25 minutes, 34 minutes. Now, I don't expect this guy to get 34 minutes this game. It's game 7. They're going to put all their starters in and go balls to the wall. But I do expect him to probably get somewhere like 27 or 28 minutes. If he does that, that'll be perfect for us. And honestly, you guys, he only plays 8 minutes in this game. He still gets 5 field goal attempts in this game right here. So he's averaging like close to 1 a minute, even in this game, right? If we double this is about 16 or 17 minutes that he would have played. And then if we double this, he obviously would have hit here. So yeah, I just think this is a really straight up great entry for Russell Westbrook. Over 10 seems really light for him. He's actually taking a lot of threes. He's not necessarily making the threes, but he's taking a lot of threes. It's opening up a lot of opportunities for him to take threes because they're guarding Jokic so well, and they're really crowding Jokic down in the paint. Jokic is swinging it out to someone like Russell Westbrook. They're not really guarding Russell Westbrook, honestly, because he's not that great of a three-point shooter, but it doesn't matter if he makes it or not. We just need attempts. So three-pointer is going to count as an attempt. Obviously, a dunk is going to count as an attempt. A layup is going to count as an attempt. And I just really like this straight up for Russell Westbrook. I was looking maybe at his points and stuff, but he's a very inconsistent shooter. So I do like his field goal attempts. And again, if he does end up getting 27, 28 minutes, this should be really, really good for us. So again, lock this in. If you guys want to get into the VIP, text me the word Bovada, Chalkboard, Better, Sleeper. I got a number of apps for you guys to sign up for. And yeah, again, leave a like and comment if you guys did catch this 4-man entry with us, this full 10x entry right here, and I'll see you guys in potentially tomorrow's video. I might have tomorrow's video a little bit later. I am planning to go camping with my friends actually tonight, so I'll see if I can get out a video early tomorrow morning. If not, maybe tomorrow afternoon, or if not, maybe I'll just end up not posting a video tomorrow. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys when I do see you.